DeKalb. Welcome home, DeKalb. Hello, darlings. It's Sasha The Diva. Yes, I'm in another community in DeKalb County. Do you see that beautiful ranch right there? It could be all yours. Shawn Wilson's going to give us a tour today so we can get a feel of this house. And are you going to put in a contract? You never know. We're going to have an opportunity to sit down with our CEO, Burrell Ellis, and I'm quite excited about that interview. And are you facing foreclosure? Don't worry about it. Diamond Lewis has information for you. But right now I need to check in with Bert Brennan. He is going to tell us about ONE DeKalb Lives. Hey, Bert.
You see this house behind me? Just 2 years ago, it was listed for $170,000. Of course, you might be able to get it for a lot less today, and you could qualify for $25,000 in down payment assistance through a new county program. If you're a police officer, a firefighter, or a teacher, you might be able to get a house just like this for a 50% discount. It's part of a program called ONE DeKalb Lives, and it's making the American dream a reality for the entire county.
You may want to know why they're here, because this is about partnership.
DeKalb County CEO Burrell Ellis is spreading sunshine and hope as he officially introduces the county's ONE DeKalb Lives, an exciting housing initiative at this Stone Mountain home.
Home ownership is special. It is the American dream. And for the last few years, we know that too many of our citizens have been frustrated because they've either found it difficult to purchase a home, or in too many tragic situations, they lost the homes that they had. But we're reversing that trend now.
ONE DeKalb Lives is a comprehensive approach that's designed to stabilize communities hardest hit by foreclosures. It helps put people into homes in many of the county's most attractive neighborhoods, with a special emphasis on teachers and first responders. ONE DeKalb Lives is helping rebuild neighborhoods through home ownership, one house at a time.
To give them an opportunity to have a great home in a great neighborhood, so that we have great families and great homes and great neighborhoods. It's a win-win-win.
By bundling DeKalb's most successful housing programs like the Good Neighbor Next Door program, the Neighborhood Stabilization program, or NSP1, NSP3, and the Get Home Now programs, the county is having a greater impact on bringing down the number of foreclosed and abandoned properties in our communities. At the same time, we're also seeing an increase in the number of new homeowners. And of course, DeKalb is maximizing the impact through successful partnerships.
CEO Ellis approached the entire school board within the first month or two of taking office and sat down with us and said, how can we work together? We've entered into a number of pilot projects together, but nothing of this magnitude. And so I just want to thank you, CEO Ellis.
The county's other major partners in ONE DeKalb Lives are Citizens Trust Bank and APD Solutions.
Today's economy and in the marketplace, we have to all come together. Every act of innovation happens through synthesis. And we've gotten several partners together that might not normally come together to create a project like this in order to make it happen.
DeKalb Association of Realtors, ANDP, REAL, and the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development are all on board, too.
The President has laid out a broad strategy from Washington with the behest of Secretary Shawn Donovan, but right here on the ground, the leadership is really getting it right.
The backdrop for this important announcement couldn't be more fitting, the home of DeKalb Police Officer Bernadette Hooker. She purchased it through ONE DeKalb Lives and the NSP1 program.
I'm very proud to be a homeowner in DeKalb County, which I work and serve as a police officer in.
How comforting is it to know that they will not only be giving back to the community, but they'll be living right here as our neighbors in the communities where they serve.
And we want to see dozens, hundreds of more families throughout the country have this opportunity.
This home was valued at $270,000 before it went into foreclosure. It eventually went back on the market for about $148,000. Officer Hooker was able to get a $25,000 grant through NSP1 and buy the house for $125,000.
It helped me establish a home environment, number one, for my son, you know, something to pass on to him at a reasonable cost in a very nice neighborhood.
Even with the generous grant, Officer Hooker still had to qualify for the list price of the home. That helps ensure the value of the homes in these programs do not decrease the overall value of the neighborhoods.
There will be many more homes, up to 40 every month, in neighborhoods just like this, where we can provide opportunities to fill homes that were vacated because of foreclosure, put working families in them, and people who actually serve and give back to the community.
Now, you don't have to be a police officer or a firefighter or a teacher to take advantage of this program. All you need is a licensed real estate agent that's familiar with the ONE DeKalb Live program, and you can see houses like this one and get more information from the county website. Just go to www.decalbcountyga.gov/ONE DeKalb Lives. For Welcome Home DeKalb, I'm Burke Brennan.
Wow, the rose smells so good. Bert, thank you so much for that information about ONE DeKalb Lives. We've been needing this, but this is what I've been waiting for. I've been wanting to talk to CEO Ellis. I've got him. We're going to do a one-on-one, and we're going to get information on how you can live right here in DeKalb County. You ready? I know you are. I've got the house for you. Welcome home, DeKalb. Welcome back to Welcome Home DeKalb. I'm Sasha the Diva. Do you know why I'm smiling so hard? Guess what? We have our own DeKalb County CEO, Burrell Ellis. Hey, CEO Ellis, how are you?
Hey, Sasha, how are you today?
Fabulous. Okay, I know all about Bernadette Hooker and her wonderful story. You've got to tell me about the Good Neighbor Next Door. Why is this program so important to you?
Well, Good Neighbor Next Door is a program we designed targeted to provide down payment assistance to our community heroes like Officer Hooker, our firefighters, our police officers, our teachers, our emergency medical responders. What we're doing is we're providing down payment on homes at 50% of the value, so you can actually get a good home in a quality neighborhood at a 50% price without devaluing the neighborhood, because you've got to qualify at the full price of the home. It's a wonderful opportunity for our first responders, our hometown heroes, people like Bernadette Hooker and all of our officers and firefighters and teachers to get a first-time home.
I understand why the program is so important, and with ONE DeKalb Lives, you have a series of programs, and thank you so much for helping the first responders, but you're helping everybody. Can you tell me about that?
Well, DeKalb County, like most communities across the United States, has been impacted by the housing crisis, complicated by a record number of foreclosures, and too many working families were losing jobs, and as a consequence of losing their jobs, and because sometimes bad loans made available to them by lenders, they unfortunately lost their homes. That not only devastated families, but it devastated communities as well, and we knew it was our responsibility to step up and to do something about it. So we created an umbrella of programs called ONE DeKalb Lives. So everything from our Get Home Now program to our Good Neighbor Next Door to our Officer Next Door program. We have a number of housing initiatives designed to either provide down payment assistance or to lower the mortgage scores for first-time home buyers and for veterans, in order to really provide opportunities for home ownership for everyone in DeKalb County, and to do something to alleviate this foreclosure crisis.
CEO Ellis, fabulous job. We're doing a lot. I see. But I do see that partnerships are important also. We had an opportunity last show to speak to Vaughn Irons, who's with APD Solutions. Can you talk about these partnerships and how it's going to help our community?
Well, partnerships are critical because government simply cannot do it alone. So we depend on the partnerships we have with the private sector, organizations like APD Solutions, the Citizens Trust Bank, and other lenders have gotten involved and made it available for us to provide these discounted loans. We have a tremendous partnership with the federal government through the Housing and the Department of Housing and Urban Development. We're working with community-based organizations as well, and nonprofit organizations, in order to provide discounted loans, down payment assistance, reduced credit scores, and to get opportunities for working families, for veterans, for first responders, teachers and firefighters and police officers, to make sure that we protect our communities. This is a collaborative effort between your DeKalb County government, your federal government, and the private and the nonprofit sectors. It's a wonderful partnership.
Now, I heard something so fantastic, up to $8,000 in down payment assistance that can help so many people. Please tell me more about this.
Well, $8,000 is significant, Sasha. And I tell you, this is just one more of the programs that fall under our ONE DeKalb Lives umbrella. We are providing down payment assistance through a number of sources, but with the first-time homeowners down payment assistance, you can qualify for $8,000 down payment towards your purchase of a new home. And so for those citizens who've not owned a home in the last 3 years, we want to encourage you to go to a HUD-approved counseling agency, or you can just simply go to the county's website, www.decalbcountyga.gov. Go to the community development link, or you can go to the symbol that says ONE DeKalb Lives and apply. It's just that simple.
Thank you. You are doing a phenomenal job, and I just wanted to tell you that, okay? I really wanted you to know that. And thank you with the ONE DeKalb Lives, with the foreclosures to make sure people are staying in their homes. But it's just not a DeKalb County issue. It's an issue in all the counties, and I know that you're working directly with them. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, we're working on a regional basis with our neighboring counties and jurisdictions. Just recently, I participated in the Piece by Piece initiative, their annual meeting. And I sat on a panel with county leaders across the Atlanta metro region. DeKalb County, it surprises people to hear, but we don't lead the region in foreclosures. We actually run third in terms of counties. But it's a significant problem no matter whether you live in DeKalb County, in the Atlanta metro region, or across the United States. And so that's why we're partnering with larger institutions, the private sector, and the federal government to address what has become a national crisis.
Okay, Commissioner for 8 years, you're entering into your second term as CEO, and congratulations. You have put so much of your time into this community. Why is the foreclosure issue so personal to you?
Well, first of all, thank you for congratulating me, Sasha. I really appreciate that, and thank you to all the citizens of DeKalb County who have supported us. But that's why we serve. We serve because we care about families and we care about communities. And there's nothing more personal to the families and communities that we serve than a home. A home is the American dream. And so when we save homes, we save families, and we are building hope and creating new opportunity. We're vastly improving the quality of life in the community. So it is that essence of creating a quality home in a quality neighborhood that makes a community so very special, and that's what we're all about.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate all your time. I know I'm going to see you here, there, and everywhere in DeKalb County. And again, thank you for doing such a phenomenal job. We love you.
Thank you, Sasha. Love you too. Bye-bye.
We've got more coming back right here on Welcome Home DeKalb. Welcome back to Welcome Home DeKalb. It's Sasha the Diva. I told you. Hey, Miss Shawn Wilson.
Hello, Sasha the Diva. How are you?
Fabulous. Okay, we have this gorgeous ranch.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to give me the world tour.
I sure am.
Tell me about how large this place is.
Oh, this one is roughly almost 2,000 square feet if you count down.
Wait, 2,000?
Almost, not quite, but okay. Almost.
This didn't look like 2,000 square feet. Where's 2,000 square feet coming from?
Because the basement must be hiding from you.
We have a basement. Oh, if you have children in a basement, that can be the man room, game room, girl room, laundry room. Can you tell me about these floors? Because they look original.
They are. These are the original hardwood floors. When we got it, they were all beat up. So what we did do was take time to finish them, clean them up, and now you have this.
This is how many bedrooms?
3 bedrooms.
3 big bedrooms. Give me an idea of the sizes.
Roughly about 10 feet by 14 feet. So you can easily have a king size bed, maybe even a California king.
Now let me tell you something. I looked into one of the bedrooms, and you know me, I love the character.
Yes.
What did you do with the walls in one of the particular bedrooms?
Well, when we got the home, it had that original panel. Kind of ugly and not looking so great. So what we did was kind of clean that off, clean it up, and then painted, just as you see it now.
Remember back in the day, the older houses had different type of windows. I was noticing one of the windows. What is that window called?
The little small type windows?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know the technical term, but for me, I call them like peekaboo windows.
Wait a minute!
Yes.
It's called the peekaboo window. You know what's gonna start happening, Shawn? People are gonna be saying, can I get the house with the peekaboo window? Peekaboo.
Yes.
I love the house. Basement, 3 bedrooms, living room, dining room. Okay, the main part of the house is the kitchen.
Yes.
Let's go see the kitchen.
Let's go see the kitchen.
But Shawn, one of the things I was also noticing is so much closet space in here. But girl, when I walked into this cute kitchen, this is so beautiful. Okay, you know what I like? What do you call that at the top of the cabinets when you have a little bit of space? What do you call that?
Well, I call it the space where you can begin to create your own creativity.
Yes.
Drape something over it. That's how you spruce it up. Because right here, this is intimate, where the families can come together almost like soul food. Prepare all your meals together.
Now, I know I don't see appliances, but the appliances are included, right?
Yes, stainless steel appliances do come with the home.
Excuse me, we're getting stainless steel appliances, so that means we're getting a refrigerator, we're getting the stove. Are we getting a dishwasher?
Yes.
Yes, we're getting a dishwasher. You know, Shawn, every house needs a family room. It really does. And we have a very large size family room right here.
Yes.
Give me an idea of size-wise. And what could I really get in this family room?
This is probably maybe about a 24 by 10, big enough to be able to do cartwheels. So you could have some large oversized furniture, big screen TV, whatever you like.
You know what, this could be the man room if you're a single fella trying to get your first house. Or it could be a playroom if you have children. The room is actually large enough to cut it up and do a couple of things.
Yes.
Now, what do you call this? I see the step down. What can we do with this area right here? Because this is so original.
Yes. Some people like to maybe even put like a nice little break front or different things up here to begin to transition into that room.
I love outside. I love outside. Everybody loves outside. Everybody wants to be able to come out and relax in the evening when the sun comes down. What a beautiful day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's so peaceful.
It is. It's serenity at its best.
And I noticed that I have a fenced-in yard.
Yes. Yes, you
Privacy.
do. Privacy.
Wow. How far back does my land go?
I would say it's probably another 10, 15 feet past what you see. So you have a very large backyard.
So this is for you. If this is the house that you are interested in, you know what to do. Hit our website. We'll be back with more on Welcome Home DeKalb. It's Sasha the Diva. Welcome home DeKalb. Now, I know that a lot of people are in a certain situation, and it might be something that you don't want to talk about: foreclosure. This was your American dream. It was the home for your family. And here it is, you're receiving phone calls and letters and you just don't know what to do. Well, we have information for you. Diamond Lewis is at a big seminar right now on how you can save your home. Get the pad, get the pencil, take the notes. We're gonna help you. Right, Diamond?
Sasha, I'm reporting from downtown Atlanta at the Georgia World Congress Center, where inside Wells Fargo has more than 100 dedicated staff members all on hand to work toward one common goal. That goal is to keep the American dream alive for families currently facing foreclosure. Tammy Gilmore is one of 9,500 homeowners invited to attend Wells Fargo's Home Preservation Workshop, where she eagerly awaits information on how she might fight against the possible foreclosure of her family home.
I fell behind on my mortgage due to underemployment for income, and although it lagged me behind, it's because Georgia is a non-judicial state. It's something that I wanted to stay up on top of because I didn't want to fall into an actual final foreclosure.
Like Gilmore, Georgina Howard also came out to the event in an effort to save her home, which could be at risk for foreclosure in the future due to a major change in her income.
There's always an apprehension when you talk about money. And if you've had a life-changing event, and in my case, I lost a very high-paying job, and I'm probably making 1/4 of what I was making in the past. So to have somebody take a look at where I'm now versus where I was before, yeah, that caused some anxiety.
While discussions of financial woes can be tough, they could also make all the difference. As homeowners are learning here, spending a few hours of your day may actually ensure you can spend the rest of your life in your dream home.
The Home Preservation Workshop is an outreach effort that we have where we want to reach out to our customers that's experiencing distress or having issues making payments. We want to advise them that there is help.
In fact, Wells Fargo representatives say they're actually able to help 2 out of every 3 homeowners who come out to the foreclosure prevention events they host throughout the country, offering personal one-on-one guidance. It's this type of non-threatening counseling from the experts which brought Tammy out in the hope of keeping her home, even though she has been behind on her mortgage for more than a year.
The possibility is for me as a single parent having 3 children at home, just being able to know that I'll be able to provide for them and they'll have a home and we won't be in a financial crisis or to a point where we're worrying about whether or not we'll be homeless.
Tammy is not alone. In fact, statistics show 1 out of every 200 homes will be foreclosed. That's why DeKalb County government has partnered with Wells Fargo and other lenders to make sure homeowners know their dream of home ownership does not have to turn into the nightmare of foreclosure.
This is a very important event. Wells Fargo is a great partner with DeKalb County, and this event, as you know, will help persons get face-to-face with persons from Wells Fargo's team to help the homeowners work through issues and challenges that they're having with their existing mortgages.
And help they did. Many attendees were able to save their homes because they actually came out to the event.
We have an on-time percentage rate of 93% of most of our customers that's paying on time. So that means that it's about 7% in Georgia that's struggling to stay in their home. Any person that's struggling to us, we want to be there to help them. So foreclosure is not good for the customer, the community, or the bank. So we want to keep them in their home, and that's why we're here to make every effort possible to sit down with them face to face to help keep their home.
I'm pleased to tell you that you've qualified for the Federal Home Affordable Mortgage Program, and where your original payment was just a little over $1,500, your new payment's going to be $1,041. Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you. Jessica, get over here, girl.
It's beyond, it's relief, it's joy, it's overjoyed. It's a blessing. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful.
Even after this event, we're asking all the homeowners, if you think you're going to have problems, if one of your primary persons contributing to the mortgage has lost income, please follow up with the lender. We don't want any additional foreclosures. Nobody benefits from that.
Again, Georgina's home was not in foreclosure, but she wanted to take a proactive approach in determining her next best steps. DCTV cameras were rolling when she found out that help was available to her as well.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, and let me take you down and introduce you to our refinance group.
Good. We can always find a reason not to be proactive, but it's much better to know what resources are available than to be in denial about where you are.
The fact is that when they call us and work with us, 7 out of 10 are able to get help. When they don't call us and work with us, only 1 out of 3 are able to save their homes. So the truth of the matter is, foreclosure is not good for anyone. It's not good for the customer, it's not good for the community, and it's certainly not good for the financial institution. So home preservation and neighborhood stabilization is why we do what we do. We're here to help, and together we're with them through the end.
So if you're fighting a foreclosure already in progress or just interested in finding out more information about your options like Georgiana, the bottom line is there is help available. You just have to come seek out all the information that's already available for you and your family. To find out about more foreclosure prevention and awareness workshops planned in DeKalb County, visit the DeKalb County website. Reporting from downtown Atlanta, I'm Diamond Lewis.
That was great information. Thank you, Diamond. That's what this show is all about, helping you, helping us, helping our community. And Diamond, thank you so much for showing us the family that was able to save their home. I'm just so happy to hear that. Now listen, we're not gonna send you to a website. What we're gonna do is give you a phone number. You can call my girl, Mary Colbert. She'll walk you through the process. Or if you're like me and love to be on email, send her an email at mcolbert@DeKalbCountyGA.gov. Now you know your girls here, there, and everywhere. You can always tweet me. Tweet me at The Diva Sasha or hit me on Facebook, Sasha The Diva on the mic. I know that you enjoyed because I did. I will see you next time on Welcome Home DeKalb.